and welcome everyone. Let's go for the second game that opposes Corvinus to Valdemar. We are here in the HAG World Battles, the second edition, guys. At the beginning of this event, 4 players, 4 nationalities. And we had Corvinus, Valdemar, Elyona, and Meomaika. Corvinus, a Hungarian player, Valdemar, Danish player, Elyona, French player, and Meomaika, Vietnamese player. And we have Meomaika as the first player of this event. He managed to take all the games. He won all his games. Elyona, who is the last one. And today we're going to see Corvinus versus Valdemar on the BO3 in order to see who is the second, who is the third of this event. And this is very important because the second of this event will manage to have $25 and also will be invited in the third edition of this format. So this is quite important. Let's go. Don't hesitate to go and watch HAG, guys, because we organized some events on AoE4, and this is very, very cool. This one is very nice because we have different nationalities, and yeah, I really like the fact of having nationalities that face off each other, and yeah, it allows us also to have more players coming from different countries and seeing what the world can show us with players and stuff. So this is cool. We have here Corvinus playing in the purple color as the Knights Templar. In front of him we have Valdemar playing the Mongols in the color yellow. Mongols that is going with the barracks and coming with probably a tower rush. But can the Knights Templar do something about it? I feel like tower rushing a Knights Templar is just playing in their game like, okay, you want to tower rush a Knights Templar? No problem. He will do some archers and he will be happy to do so because Knights Templar is a very good civilization at taking wood because they gather faster, they don't have to do the lumber camp, they also don't need to how do you say that? To drop the wood, drop inside of the lumber camp. And yeah, they also have 20% faster, no, 15% gather speed. And also, they make 20% of food, of more, when they do wood. So this is a lot of different stuff. And so they are quite happy to go on the wood, go heavy on the wood and making archers and stuff. Even rams, because the rams are cheaper with them. They are 25% cheaper. So yeah, you force them making archers, making rams and stuff, and they are just like, okay, it's okay for me. I'm quite happy with that. Valdemar making an outpost in order to contest the gold of his opponent, Corvinus, that just accepted. And he can maybe tries to Pilgrim, to have Pilgrims in order to have gold. But I have to say, this outpost is nice for one reason. You can see if the Pilgrims goes in the center of the map, and you can counter the ones that goes on the left of the map, because, well, they are gonna go under this outpost. So the outpost is very cool for this, because it allows you to know if the Pilgrims are going in the center, and you just have to watch if there are Pilgrims here in order to contest the Pilgrims. So the tower rush is fine for that reason, in my opinion. It's very nice, even. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see exactly the age up of Valdemar, but of course for Corvinus it will be the one with the Chevalier Confrère. Very nice one. It allows you to have 15% production speed on your production building and also 5% less on your units that cost gold. 5% less gold from units that cost gold. Okay, the Pilgrim here, he will be denied, I think. Okay, they run faster when they are attacked. Yes, exactly, Chevalier Confrère. Yogurt. Yogurt in the chat is saying Chevalier Confrère. Yeah, this is kind of difficult to say it in English. Like, this is a French word. If you want, I can say it in French, but I said it the last time I casted the Knights Templar. Like, it's very hard to switch languages when you're speaking in English. Switching to French, like, immediately in a sentence is very, very difficult. In French, we say chevalier confrère. But how am I supposed to say that in an English sentence? Like, I cannot switch directly from one language to another. It's just, this is so hard. So I'm kind of using a weird English accent, even though I know how to speak French. This is quite weird. Don't hesitate to come and see us on Twitch, by the way, guys. It's pretty fun. I do some stuff in French, a lot of stuff in French. It's sometimes some stuff in English, but feel free to speak in English in the chat. And yeah, I'm always glad to share stuff with you. Stable. And we'll have some Chevalier Confrère. I made it. A lot of gold for Valdemar. We have the Deer Stone. And we're gonna do some Mongo dice. No? Archers? What? What is he doing? This outpost will never go down. Never, ever, ever. He will go down. It will go down. It means that you are gonna lost so many units under this outpost without destroying it. Okay, maybe he will destroy it thanks to this new spearman and thanks to the scout that joined and make damage. But I mean, he destroyed so much value thanks to this outpost. You can see it here. Destroyed value is 700 compared to, like, with those two spearmen, I mean, it will be okay-ish. He will not kill those two. This is insane. Okay, he will kill this one. So this is equivalent to 340 of destroy value compared to 800. This is shit, basically. But I have to say, this tower was really annoying for Corvinus. So I understand why he did that, but maybe he could have waited a little bit longer in order to destroy it. Because right now, he lost so much on this. Maybe he could have waited like some Chevalier Confrère, some Hardened Spearmen more, like a little bit more. Like if you have 10 of them, it goes down pretty easily. But if you only have like 4, it's very, very expensive. Valdemar trying to go on the edge up. Why not? We are gonna take the Mongo dice in order to kill the Pilgrims. This is a very good call from Valdemar. Very good call. Taking the Mongo dice, killing the Pilgrims, and I think there is no Pilgrims that came into a secret site. I don't think one of the Pilgrims made it. So that's kind of cool for Valdemar. He's forced to do units, to be honest, because he sees the production of Knights Templar and he's a little bit afraid, in my opinion. He cannot really just go fast H3 and do not care about the army of Corvinus. Even if Corvinus lost a lot, he's producing a lot of units. Okay, we have the +1 ranged damage. We'll do some cache eggs, more Mongo dice. Be careful of those Chevalier Confrères. It feels like I have to switch my brain. Like, I speak in English and then I switch to another language. Like, half of my brain is working on one side and the other hand he's working. Okay. This is a good call for Corvinus. He has a lot of army. But no spearmen. No spearmen left. And there is a lot of spearmen here for Valdemar, but they are getting shot. Yeah. The fight is pretty even, but I have to say this is heavy cavalry, so how do you deal with that now? Okay, maybe with some spearmen, this is a good answer. The army of Valdemar is quite expensive, because the Mongudais are very expensive. But they are not that strong on the field, but they managed to stay alive, so this is quite cool for Valdemar. He has to avoid at all costs fighting against archers because he has like 1 HP on this one and 8 on this one. So like 2 arrows would kill, 3 arrows would kill 2 of them. Great fight for Valdemar again. Very well played, very well microed. What do you do as Knights Templar right now? I'm not sure because I didn't play that civilization that much on 1-1, but it feels like a lot of Chevalier Confrère is a good idea. Because you have some pilgrims running on the map. Well. If you lose your pilgrims, it's kind of difficult to go with the Chevalier Confrère. Maybe more archers. Yeah, more archers is the way. Because you can contest those Mongudais that are annoying, and Valdemar is going on h3 directly. He took good fights. He says, okay, I am ahead right now, so I will just annoy my opponent thanks to the Mongudai, and while I'm doing so, I'm going fast h3. I'm gonna go with the man-at-arms, crossbows and stuff after that. Maybe some more Mongudais with the veteran. Could be cool. What is interesting also is that Corvinus doesn't make it easy for Valdemar. He changes every time the pilgrim destination. One pilgrim goes here, another pilgrim goes here, but I have to say Valdemar is very impressive on this. He's every time on point on where are the pilgrims. He check every time where they are and yeah, destroy them every time. So this is quite cool, quite impressive to see that. Well done from him. Really, and well done from Corvinus that changes every time the sacred site destination. This is cool. The first one that will go to a sacred site. Maybe I'm over. I exaggerate a little bit. Maybe some pilgrims went to sacred sites. I don't know. Another one. And we have the Steppe Redoubt. So we will have a lot of gold thanks to this. This is an insane landmark. I think it's too strong. Like, you drop 50% more gold. It means you gather 50% more gold, but also it means that you will have more golds inside gold veins. Like, instead of having 4,000 golds inside a gold vein, you will have 6,000. This is insane. You literally generate gold that is not on the map. This is strong as hell. I don't know about this building. I find it, yeah, too strong. It means like, it's like having, instead of having 11 villagers here, you have like 16.5 villagers that are working. Yeah, this is strong. Well, if you have, yeah, okay, this is cool. Great army for Corvinus, and I feel like this is not over at all. Like, Corvinus is still in the game. Protecting his deers right now. This is an important stuff. Weird he didn't go with these survival techniques. It could be cool. Maybe he don't want to go on this. He doesn't want to go on this one, so yeah. Angevin Empire. Is it the one? Yeah, this is the one with the spearmen, the heavy spearmen. He will try to push his opponent with that. Yeah, indeed. He will. Okay, I really like that. In order to have a really great push on h3, you should go with the Angevin Empire. And if you want to go with a safer play and a late game play, You should go with the one that with the crossbows. Like I don't know exactly how it's called, but it gives you also pilgrims that generates plus 30% gold. Okay, great play here from Valdemar, taking down another pilgrim. Have archers, chevalier confrère, veterans, and some spearmen. Heavy spearmen. This seems like a great call against a Mongol, but I have to say that Mongols can just do crossbows, and it feels nice to do crossbows against this. Does Valdemar did so that? I don't know. We cannot really know in this game. This is kind of sad to do not know exactly what the players saw or not. But yeah, we cannot. You cannot know if Valdemar saw the. Yeah, now he sees the spearmen, the heavy spearmen. This is for sure. So yeah, a lot of crossbows, and you can deal with this, in my opinion. The problem here is the food for Valdemar. He has a lot of gold thanks to this, but he has some trouble making some food because of those villagers that are idled. Okay, he's going on the Arcalcus then, trying to do some damage thanks to the Kashigs. And the difference here in the villagers is quite heavy because of the age ups of the Knights Templar. Very great play here from Valdemar. I have to say this is very, very cool because you put pressure here with the Kashigs, you force your opponent army to go back in order to defend, and then you attack on another point, and you have vision because you have the cans. So even if your opponent stays here and protect, then you just don't go here. It's okay. So very well played from Valdemar. And while doing so, he's taking all the relics of the map. So yeah, I was saying about the villagers, like there is a lot of difference between those two players. Well, of course, Valdemar destroyed some villagers, but also if you go on the age ups with Knights Templar, you lose some villagers. So this is a little bit annoying with this civilization, but on the other hand, all your villagers are working when you're going on the age ups. You have also some other bonuses, like for example on the wood, also with the pilgrims and stuff. So it's kind of okay. Okay, we will have a push here from Corvinus. A lot of heavy spearmen, and I have to say there is 10 crossbow. Okay, 10 crossbow is kind of cool. Is it enough though? Very great play here from Valdemar. Making outpost here to protect this gold, and yeah. Crossbows here. Be careful with this crossbow because if you lose them, the game is over. Because you cannot deal with those heavy spearmen if you lose your crossbows. We have some horsemen here trying to catch those archers. We have the bonus of the Deerstone that gives more move speed to our units. Very well played for Valdemar. He wants to take this fight, but be careful about this heavy cavalry that can come directly into your archers and stuff. Better army for Valdemar. This heavy cavalry can deal a lot of damage. We managed to take to idle a lot of villagers from Corvinus, and also Corvinus has a trouble making food right now. We saw that. This is really great play from Valdemar. Directly saw exactly what his opponent was doing. Wololo here to protect the villagers, and we're gonna do the prayer tent here. We have 4 relics here for Valdemar. This is a lot. We are trying to defend here. Be careful here with the raid on the gold. Corvinus is making a great job at forcing his opponent to defend. But we have the Kaganet Palace The standard play with Mongol is just to go on the A jobs because the Kaghanate Palace is insane. This is a really, really, really good landmark. You can produce a lot of army thanks to this, and this is an army that is directly H4. So this is what's strong with this A job. You can be H4 so fast because of the step redoubt. You gather gold 50% faster. I mean, what can you do about this? And also, as you can see, Valdemar is just doing a lot of pastures in order to have safe economy in his base, so you cannot really attack him. Now he's H4. And he's, oh, very interesting. He has this military academy that can, I think it works on Kaghanate Palace. This means that you can produce faster units on this A job. If it works, this is very strong. I didn't notice that. I have to say this is pretty clever. Very cool from Corvinus attacking here and here at the same time. This is the best thing you want to do. You want to split the army of your opponent in order to do more damage to his villagers. And now Valdemar is in a pretty weird spot. Like he's gonna lose all his villagers to the gold. And he's having trouble defending his base. And how do you counter this play from Mongols? It's exactly like this. Like Corvinus plays it exactly how it's supposed to be played. Forcing the fight on several points. Killing villagers the most as you can. Taking value. And then going on the H4 if you can. But it feels like Valdemar is still ahead. Even with those loss of villagers. Be careful with this, Valdemar. If your opponents see this, you're dead. 100%. If you lose all this, it's over. 100%. So yeah, as you can see, those Khan hunters and those Mongudais are elite, even if Valdemar didn't do his technologies, because this is from the Kaghanate Palace. Okay, we're gonna kill some villagers thanks to the Kashyyyks here. Also, the Khan is a very great unit, H4. It has 450 health. This is insane. Okay, heavy cavalry didn't manage to find the villagers here. But we'll be able, yeah, to find those villagers. And Valdemar is not here to defend. Okay, he has some palace guards. Will it be enough to defend versus heavy cavalry? It feels like yes, because it is elite units. Yeah. And now Valdemar going forward on the map using the deer-stone. This is very, very interesting because this is not easy to use this landmark. Every time you move, you have to put it in order to have faster move speed on your units. Crossbows that fires against the heavy spearmen. Corvinus defending his base thanks to the fortress. Very, very well played for Corvinus. I have to say this is a very, very great match. This is an insane game. Both of the players are playing very, very nice. They really want this second place on this HAG World Battles, guys. Again, don't hesitate to go and watch HAG on the Discord, especially because you will have information on every event that we are gonna do, and also you can register also on some events. Some will be open to everyone. We will have some lower leagues too. So yeah, don't hesitate. And we will have a lot of different stuff on AoE4. A lot of casted games. This produces very fast. Like you can see here. 8 elite palace guard, 6 elite Mongudais, 4 elite horse archers, 3 elite Khan hunter. This is a lot of units. And also all these units are elite again. So this is so strong. And Corvinus is very far from H4. This will be very difficult for Corvinus. I'm looking forward to see if he manages to take this game. A second fortress here. And those pilgrims managed to go on the sacred sites. And what is very interesting, I learned that not that long ago. When you take the sacred site, the pilgrim cannot travel anymore on this sacred site because you took it. So now Corvinus has no choice but to go on this sacred site because both of the other sacred sites are taken. Yeah, I feel like this is over. Like right now, Valdemar has elite units that are mobile. Elite palace guards, also Mangudais and stuff that can just go under the TC, destroy some villagers, go out, come back again on another point. And it forces fortresses everywhere for Corvinus. And if there are fortresses, it means what? It means that he cannot go on H4 because it costs a lot of resources. Like 900 resources in order to do so. So yeah. Very well played from Valdemar. And Mongol is a civilization that is a little bit underestimated, I think, right now. A lot of players think, oh yeah, Mongol is just like, well, it's strong, but it's okay. I think it's very strong. Especially on maps where you can... when it's very open, when it's very difficult to wall. If you can wall versus the Mongols, they cannot really do anything about this because they cannot attack like this. But if you cannot wall, this is very difficult. And especially versus civilizations that are not good at walling everywhere. Like if you play versus the Chinese, for example. Well, the Chinese are going to put some walls everywhere. They also have pretty great defenses thanks to the hand cannons emplacements and stuff. So yeah. But here, it feels like very difficult for Corvinus. The first cannon here, the bombard, taking down the fortress. There is still a relic here. Did Valdemar? Yeah, Valdemar did this technology. He didn't do the improved, but it's very expensive to do the improved one. Second cannon. And Corvinus forces the fight, and I think it's not a fight for him. We move the Kaganet bonus here. Very interesting. Why we do that? Yeah, this is over. Like, Corvinus don't win this fight. Doesn't win this fight. This is not possible. There is too much army for free for Valdemar. And yeah, we lost everything, and now the game is over. Because, yeah. A very interesting game. Valdemar wins 2-0. It means that Valdemar is our second player of this amazing event from HAG, the HAG World Battles. Corvinus is the third one. So we have the placement. Meomaika, first one. Valdemar, second. Corvinus, third one. And Elyona, fourth one on this event. Guys, don't hesitate to go and check HAG. Don't hesitate to subscribe here. Like this video, of course. And yeah, we're gonna see more of amazing events like this on AoE4. I'm looking forward to see it with you. See you in the next one. Bye.